Good morning, y'all. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. It's got a little nip in the air. Just sitting back here with my coffee, as y'all can see. I just love to come back here to the backyard too. So let me get on out here and get my morning therapy before the lawn service comes today. And some of y'all had asked me, I forget I have new people coming on every day. I think I get like 50 to 60 new subscribers um, a day. But anyway, they come out like every 10 days, so like twice a month. And that's just the norm, unless you're a type of person that you don't want to see no stubble growth. And so you might, request that they come out uh, more often, but normally bi-weekly, every, like I said, 10 days they come out. Um, But now they didn't come out yesterday because it thunderstormed all night long, Wednesday night going into Thursday. So the grass was still very moist. But they're gonna get out here today, and I'm turning this way, y'all, because the sun is bright this morning. I just didn't want it to wash out, wash me out. Um, Hope y'all can see me. Yeah, is that better? But anyway, and I also got an electrician coming today, so he can finally let me know about installing a outside pole light, decorative pole light. Um, I'm here to tell y'all it is hard. When I tell you it has been hard finding an electrician uh, to do work, and that's just in my area. It may be different for other people, but it just so happened when I had my new AC and heating system installed. Part of the installation is that you have to have a licensed electrician come out and inspect the hookup, and so that was the only way I was able to get a call back, because I have called different services and left my information, and this has been months ago. This was toward the first of the year, because remember I told you I wanted it not to be so dark when I come in. In the wintertime, it's dark at 5:15. And so anyway, it just had been I just never got a call back. So thank God that thing just worked out, that the gentleman that inspected the electrical install of my unit, um, he also does other things and do other installs. And see, he's real popular because anytime a new house is built, anytime new businesses are erected, he gets a lot of those jobs. So he has to be on those job sites to do electrical. But anyway, is it just me, or is that, I won't say it's a dying trade or skill set, um, but they're pretty far and few between. My dad was also an electrician, so I never had to call an electrician if I needed anything done. And most of my life I had rented, but like when he would have to hook up my washer and dryer, some of the electrical outlet plugs required a different. It might require a 3 prong or a 4 prong. So just depending on where I moved, he would switch out the electrical plug for me. Just stuff like that. Um, and other little things, of course, he did. But now that, of course, I'm a homeowner. Um, but anyway, like I said, that thing has been orchestrated, and now I've got me an electrician that if ever I need anything else uh, that needs to go on installed. Now I have one. But he did let me know that he's very, very busy, but he will, I'm gonna be his client. So I just tell the Lord, thank you. So when he comes out here, I'm gonna just go ahead on and let him know everything I want to go ahead on and have done from, because my outside lighting, of course, works perfectly, motion tracking. But I do have some lights on my she shed over there that the inside lights are working, but the outside lights, I don't know if the bulbs just need to be replaced. And then, like I said, I want to put two of the decorative, the black pole lantern lights out there in the front, so that when it turns dark, they cut on. When it turns light, they shut off. So get them put on a timer, and that way I ain't even got to worry about it. And just go ahead on. And again, I've already had money set aside. I already had money set aside to do that as a budget. So I think if I go ahead on and get him to do it all at once, so he don't have to go and come back, um, just get all these projects done in one big swoop, and that way I won't have to wait, until he's free again. So anyway, looking forward to that. Um, Rex had already come out. He came out on Monday and blew down my porch like he always does, and um, the driveway. And next month, like I told y'all, he's gonna be uh, pressure washing the house, or cleaning my vinyl siding. And like I said, the good news is it's not harmful to your plants and all that stuff. Um, so he'll be doing that. No, probably the end of this month, the end of April. And I'm excited about that. It's not The house is not dirty. That, like I said, this house is in pretty good shape. But just like any vinyl siding, over time, you get the dirt on it and all that. And plus, my house is white, so I want to make sure I keep it nice and tidy. And when I had the house inspected, they said that this vinyl siding is in immaculate condition. He said you don't have any holes or punctures in your vinyl siding. And I tell the Lord, thank you. Oh, you know what, y'all? I had like a little, and y'all, we just talking. We just talking. I'm getting ready to go in. I got about another 10 minutes before I need to go on and sign on. Today is Good Friday. A lot of people are taking off today for the Easter holiday. But me and some more people, we doing like a split office coverage where some are working today, Friday, some are working on Monday. So we have coverage on both days. But my holiday is going to be Monday. So I'll be off Monday. So I can just lay in the bed and chill. I don't have to sign on. Somebody say, tell the Lord, thank you. But anyway, y'all, dog, what was I saying? I was jaw jacking. Oh, and there's this book I'm gonna start reading. I'll let y'all know about it. I love to read. I used to have a book club before my granddaughter Lauren was born, but I had to shut that down because I had to go on grandma mode and I became the babysitter, honey. But you know what? I do miss when she was a baby. I hate that I don't get to see my other granddaughter as much because they live about 2 cities away. Not too far, but nonetheless, they're not where I can go and see her every day because, of the traveling distance and working and all that. But I do miss when she was a baby. Honey, people thought she was my baby because she was always with me. But Dexter was working and her mother was going to school. You know, she was finishing college. She was going to she was going to night school. Plus, she was working on the weekend. So I kept Lauren all the time. And she really got attached to me to where she wouldn't even do right with her mama. And I remember my mama telling me, she said, you know, because I like had that takeover spirit. I mean, I totally took over, you know, keeping her and all that stuff, and I was just so dug in. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I mean that's what we do. That's what we grandmas do. But I never forget. I just thank God for my mother. Let me tell you something. When you have a mother that is just in tuned and has discernment, plus she's done already done it. She done already walked them steps. But she pulled me to the side. She said, "Now look, you need to pull back." I mean, she recognized that I had got totally consumed to where I was not allowing my son and my, uh, you know, Lauren's mom to be parents. And my mom said, "You better pull back from doing that because you know when you want to be freed up and stuff like that, and she pulling on your strings." She said, "You know, you better start out like you can hold out." I ain't gonna never forget that. My mama telling me that, and it was so true. And I had to wean her, not necessarily wean her off me. And you know, about when Lauren turned about 5 or 6, I had to sort of pull back because at that point, she was, with them. But anyway, with children, it takes a village, though. Anyway, we do what we have to do. But my mom recognized. She said, "Girl, you needed whew, you got to, whew, honey." And I did. I had to digress. I had totally just totally took over, and that's not good because they needed to be parents. They needed to be parents. But honey, you ain't got to tell me twice. I know. Look, I love my grandchildren, but honey, let me tell you something. Ain't nothing like, yeah, y'all can hang with me for a couple of days, but going back to your mammy and your daddy. Just like I know there's some parents feeling it now, honey. Now you know what them teachers go through, honey. Yeah. But yeah, anyway. Tomorrow, Saturday, y'all, I'm gonna play it by ear. Um, I've got to hunker down and do my taxes. I know they gave us 3 months, but it's still that something in me wanting to get it done. I've gathered all my paperwork, all my stuff that I'm going to use, and I've always done my taxes up until my daddy passed in 2015, and he used to do taxes for AARP, and he used to do my taxes. They could really do taxes for anybody as long as they didn't make over a certain amount and they didn't have a whole bunch of businesses and stuff like that. But shoot, up until then, I had always done my taxes, and he did my taxes for about a good 6 years, and it was just awesome to be able to just drop off my W-2s. He electronically filed it, and boom, it was done. But the past, what, no, it's been 5 years since Daddy been going to glory. So for the past 5 years, I've done my own taxes again, and like I said, it's not hard. It's just basic math, and it's just getting all your paperwork. It's reading, making sure that you're claiming, and then not only that, making sure you're able to claim um, things that you are eligible for. You just didn't know because you just didn't know. But now that I've got, of course, my YouTube business, and now I'm a homeowner, so there's a lot of benefits that I get to claim based on that. So guess what? I'm not opposed to getting on the phone, waiting, because I did it last year, getting on the phone, calling IRS, and getting assistance. Now I'm sure it's off the hook now, but I'd rather do that than file something and be audited. And thank God, praise hallelujah, I've never been audited. And again, I just tell the Lord, thank you. that I'm hoping and praying um, that I don't have to pay too much in, because I'm sure I'm still gonna have to pay in, but I'm claiming that I won't have to pay as much in as I've had to pay in the years past. Um, I pray and speak now that God is gonna bless my socks off. He's gonna surprise me. Amen. I'm speaking and claiming it. But anyway, it's all well. You know, you prepare for stuff. You just prepare. I already got in my mind what I think I might have to pay in, and I got that. Somebody said that's quarantined over there to the side, but I'm just believing God that He gonna bless my socks and say, "No, daughter, favor. No, daughter, you not. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm believe. Look, I do not despise the day of small things, honey. Let me tell you, God can be. Well, He is everywhere. He's always everywhere in those intricate blessings. Oh, let me tell y'all this one, and I'm gonna get on out of here. Let me tell you something. When just like we study in the Word of God, and He shows us Himself in details. He shows us Himself in instructions. And if you're not focused and if you're not looking, discerning, aware, you never know when God is sending somebody or a situation in your way to see how you're going to respond. And we know this because when we study, He does that all the time. Because remember now, we have an adversary that does nothing but go back and forth all day as the accuser of the brethren. You just get a mental picture of this. The devil is all the time in front of God. Oh yeah, like he did with Job. Oh yeah, if you take everything from him, you strip him, you kill off this person, he'll curse you in your face. So that was the thing, so the devil, God said, okay, you feel like you're going to do that? I'll remove the restraints. You have your way and see what happens. So we know this. For those of us who that have read the book of Job, we know the outcome of that. Now, Job's wife wanted him to do that to God, but Job was humble and steadfast, won't he? And if you think you're going through something and you feel like you want to throw up and give up, and read the book of Job. It'll make you rethink a whole lot of things. But anyway, a situation came up just this week. That's why I said, even though we're in isolation and quarantine and all that stuff, the devil will always try to find a way to pull you into a ditch. Oh my God. I'll have to share it with you. But the purpose of me talking about this is that it don't matter that if you're at your house by yourself, whether you're quarantined or not, honey, let me tell you something. The devil will always try to find a way to draw you to in some foolishness. Do you hear what I'm saying? And it could be very subtle. But if you ain't got your eyes open like Eve should have had her eyes open in the garden, baby, let me tell you, you can be easily snatched into foolishness. And I just tell the Lord, thank you, that I had my spiritual discernment and awareness on. And it was like the Lord said, uh-uh. I remember I've warned you about that kind of stuff. You think you helping somebody, but you're going to be caught up doing wrong. Y'all, I still need to do that video with y'all. I want it to be able to do it with me and Rex. Because anyway, you're going to get yourself caught up doing wrong if you do that. Oh, yeah, you feel like you finna help sister so-and-so out. But no, you finna get caught up in doing wrong. See, there's a lot of things people will have you doing, but you're unaware. You don't have somebody say, they didn't give me all the information, and here it is. I think I'm doing good, but yet I am really caught up doing wrong because why? They didn't give me all the information, so I'm making decisions and making moves unaware. Oh, but I thank God. Look, talk about thanking God. I thank God that He is bigger, He is stronger, He is wiser. What? God, I thank you that you keep us from danger seen and unseen. Oh, I'm here to tell you. Look, when he brought that thing back to my attention and he said, see what would have happened had you got yourself involved in that? Oh my God. Let me tell you, when you recognize and you come into the knowledge that God just kept you from some foolishness. See, that's why I come, honey. Y'all, look, I know God is real. Oh, not just because of this situation, but let me tell you something. I know He is real. Because when He's involved in, like I said, He's in the details. He's in the details. You know, the people say that saying, the devil's in the details. And I know that's an expression, but oh my God, God is in the details. Oh, He'll point things out to you that you won't even thinking about. Oh, love it. And let me tell you something. Just walking. And see, that's again, that's why I say, y'all, we really get in His word, gain knowledge about some things. Because, honey, some of us, if we don't be careful, we'll be off there in left field. You know, we'll be off in left field, unaware. Mm. And just think about it like with Job. Now, he didn't know all that conversation was going on between God and the adversary. Guess what? Unaware. And if Job had succumbed to what his wife was saying, he would have been caught up doing wrong. Oh, it was horrible what was going on. Like I said, you have to read Job. But let me tell you something. You better know that you can trust. You better trust God. Just look, love your wife, love man, but you got to trust God over all of them and that. You better trust God. There is no better place to be than in what, y'all? The perfect will of God. Oh, God, I thank you. That's why I said, y'all, during this time and going forward, abide in the vine. Abide in the vine. Mm. All right, y'all. And see, this is what I do. You know, I share with y'all. Y'all know I love the jaw jack, and I share with y'all. But this is what I do. Let me tell y'all, I get up early in the morning throughout the day, and I'll come out here and I'll talk to the Lord. Because, you know, I do miss my family, even though I talk to them and stuff on the phone. But I'm just not able to physically see them. But look, it's so true. Have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about your problems, your troubles, your concerns. God, give me an idea. Ugh, give me an idea. But yeah, y'all. Oh, like I said, you know, whatever you've been praying for and believing God for, my God. Mm. Shout, shout, shout like it's already done. Mm. Yes. But anyway, y'all, let me go. I can sit out here all day, but you know what? There's a time and a season for everything under the sun, isn't it? And guess what? It's time for me to go log on and get to work. Yes, there's honor in that. You know, even though I still got about a good 10 minutes. I'm gonna end it so I can go ahead on and just, I ain't got far to look. Thank God I ain't got to get in my car and drive. All I got to do is take a couple of steps, get on this land and open up my back door and walk another 5 or 6 feet, and I'm at what work. Amen. Even in that is a blessing. But anyway, y'all be encouraged. Oh, like I said, let me go back to what I was saying. I get caught up. I'm going to do my taxes, so I'm not sure if we'll do a morning Bible study live Saturday morning, because I want to dedicate that whole. I want to go and get on the line early and get some assistance if I need to. There's a couple of things that I've got questions on. I've read the publications, and that, you know how some of those publications for taxes, they're not quite clear, and I need them to break it down to the root where the goats can get it. I need it to be broke down in layman's terms. Amen. So there's a couple of issues that I'm need to question, and so I want to dedicate all of Saturday to digging in, getting my taxes done. And my brother in Georgia, he does taxes on the side, and um, I want to make sure if I need to call him, I can do that. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all so much. I thank you for your encouragement. Y'all have a happy Resurrection Sunday. I know a lot of y'all, we won't be inside the church building, but thank God the church is in us. Somebody, can somebody say that again? We may not be able to go inside the church building, but thanks be unto God, the church is within us. Oh, amen. But anyway, I love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Y'all have an awesome, awesome Easter resurrection weekend. Be safe and remember to abide in the vine. Love y'all. Bye.